guys' attention. I'm going to chew you out, I'm not going to lie. It doesn't concern all of you. You know who you are. Number one. So, I'm cruising on the internet the other day, and I'm like, oh, let's go to NewScott's site. I'm not sure if any of you know, NewScott has a message board linked off his site. So I go to check it out and log in. I never post. And lo and behold, I see 3 or 4 people in this room tearing the shit out of some poor Mark. Now, granted, the Mark was egging himself on. However, you guys decided to go above and beyond this, and as some of you have already had professional matches, some of you are training, decide to argue up and down with this guy. Now, show of hands, does anybody know why this is a problem? Spades.
Because you have to be professional at all times.
Ding! So, why the fuck weren't you guys thinking this when you were posting on the boards? Like, I'm not saying this to try to be a prick, but pretty much by boys and fans alike, if you act like a mark in the business, you're treated like one. I did the same thing. I was training. Fucking went on the boards. I'm going to be great. I'm going to be awesome. Went to the fucking shows, marked out in the front row. I wanted to get me my cue, slap me across the face at a show. Because I was coming across as a mark. Now, I don't know, you can fucking laugh this off as me just fucking shooting my mouth off, but I'm actually serious. There's no point for you guys to be posting on the board, especially arguing with people that will be giving you money to watch you wrestle. You guys are wrestlers. We tell them to leave the fucking wrestling to us, not to go around doing backyard wrestling, leave the message boards to them. Because that's what they are as fans. Brings me to professionalism in general. Now, I hear some of the boys are planning on going up to see that IHW show in March. I'm going to stress to you guys, not sit in the crowd and mark out. Do not sit in the crowd and yell shit. Do not bring signs. You're going to go up, and you're going to watch from the crowd, sit in the back row, keep a low profile. Why? Because you guys could be wrestling there in a month, in 2 months. And for you to go shoot your mouth and bring attention to yourself, and then the next month be in the ring, these fans are going to sit there and they're going to think, well, the IHW guys just pull guys from the crowd. It doesn't take anything special to be a wrestler. No offense to any, it's not like you look like Gary and it's like, oh, well, we know he's a wrestler. He's just checking out the show. You guys aren't in the shape yet to be able to do that. So they're going to see a guy sitting in the crowd, then they're going to see him in the ring. Now, I'm going to think that, as a fan, okay, they're just training guys month by month and putting them in the ring. Because they don't necessarily know you're coming from Gary's school. And these are the same fans that you're going to have to wrestle in front of. So if you go out and act like them and clown around, why would they turn around and pay $10 to see you wrestle? Anything jump in, Mark?
No, it's just pretty much it. Just you gotta keep it professional. I don't go on the fucking mark boards and all that shit. I just couldn't be bothered with it. I hear shit about it all the time. I'm just like, I don't fucking care. But I mean, it is a sensitive issue. We want to be taken professionally when we do step in the ropes. We don't want to be in there and having, people like, this fucking guy. You want us to be like wrestlers are supposed to be, where people look up to us. People that think, okay, man, these guys are like fucking wrestlers, right? Not just a fucking Joe that's sitting next to you. Right? So it's just, you just got to keep it professional, guys. Just fucking don't go on there. If you go on there and bicker about something, like I said, I don't even know what's going on, completely oblivious to it. I don't give a fuck. But I know for a fact that if you start yapping your jaws on there and being just like the rest of the guys, you're at the same level they are. You want to be a level above that. You want them to pay money to come see you. If you're just bitching at them and doing whatever, they're not going to pay money to come see you. So, that's pretty much it.
Exactly. Like, again, another example of the stupid shit I've done. I used to sit in the front row of every real action show and mark out like a fucking moron. But I was planning on getting into wrestling and not thinking of, okay, what kind of damage is this going to do to me? And now, pretty much a lot in the Halifax area, at least a lot of people, more people know me as the fat guy from the front row of the real action shows. They know me as a wrestler, and I'm still fighting to fucking get rid of that.
Never think.
Yeah.
You know, back then.
Back then, it's like, oh,
now,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It never matters back then when you don't know better. Like him, you know, this is why it's a sensitive issue to him, because it's happened to him, right? And he had to fucking kiss a lot of ass and prove himself time and time again to people take him seriously, right?
Okay. Any questions? No? Hey, 3. I think it's time that you guys start taking the gym a lot more seriously. Now, you guys might sit here and be like, okay, this is a fat guy telling me to go to the gym. I've made significant progress in the gym. And you might be sitting here and be like, isn't your best friend a fucking fat guy who's also a wrestler? I'm talking about Steen here. And yes, he is. But he can work, and he can get booked based around the fact that he can work. With the amount of talent coming into wrestling right now, especially in the area, not having a body and not being in good shape is no longer an option. Especially for guys with little to no experience. This is a vital point. And there's a reason why Jason Holiday can get booked in the position that he's in. It's because he looks like $1 million. I'm not saying that to be insulting to anyone, but that's the way the business works. People pay money to see people that are larger than life. They don't pay money to see fat guys or to see scrawny guys. Now, yeah, it's the same position I was in a couple years ago. It's something that it takes a while to get going. Gary's very knowledgeable at the gym. I'm starting to get a good idea. So it's not like there's not guys around that can help you out. I've already made the offer to a few people. Start writing down what you eat for the next 4, 5, 6 days. Send it to me. I'll put together an eating thing for you. Bring us to the gym. I'm off next week because it's because it's spring break. You guys want to come over, give me a call a couple days in advance. I'll go to Fitness FX with you. I'll bring you around, work out a program for you to do at the gym. It's not a matter of me telling you guys to stick a needle in your arm because it's not necessary. Most of you guys haven't really seriously worked out in your lives.
That's my job.
So you guys are going to see a big improvement, regardless of whether or not you're on the juice or not. I really wouldn't see why you guys would want to go on the juice right now.
You gotta learn to train, and of course max out as much as you can naturally. Or you get that shit.
And really, there's only one way to show, you know what I mean? Like, you start working out, you'll see a change if you actually stay true to what we're saying. Because your body won't lie to what you're eating and what you're doing at the gym. It doesn't have some secret agenda to keep you looking pudgy or to keep you small. Like, if you're sitting there saying, well, I can't take enough calories to gain weight, this is a very simple equation either way. If you eat more calories than you burn, you'll put on weight. If you eat less calories than you burn, you'll lose weight or you'll stay the same size. It's science. You know what I mean? It's not, this isn't some huge theory. It's basic weightlifting and bodybuilding and eating. If you lift weights and you eat the right things afterwards, simple carbohydrates like Gatorade or pineapple juice, whey protein, they'll help repair your muscles. If you go out and eat a shitload of junk, it's not really going to do anything for you. That's pretty much all I got to say. I'll talk to you guys more about that after. I already talked to a few of you. Like I said, this isn't one big blanket thing. This wasn't meant to tear up everyone. Certain things, you guys know who I'm talking about. The gym thing, I think, myself included, we could all be making more of an effort. That's all I gotta say.
The biggest thing about the ring, about being in the gym too, is that with guys being trained here, guys being trained with Devin and stuff like that, it's getting to the point now where not everybody can wrestle on other shows, right? You got like, if you got 15 students like yourselves that want to be in a show, like a show that'd be coming up, whatever reason, or whichever show it would be, well, you can't take all these 15 guys and use them, right? You got to pick. Okay, so well, we're going to pick him, we're going to pick him. You know, obviously, who's going to get picked? There's two reasons. Guys got a lot of talent, or guys that have good looks and, you know, bigger guys, right? I'm not saying because you're skinny, you're not going to get booked. That's not the case. Because if you got talent, you know how to move around, there's a lot of small wrestlers out there. And you just got to prove yourself one way or the other, whether it's talent or whether it's size, preferably both. But I mean, not everybody's in that position. A lot of you guys are still young too. I was fucking 165 pounds when I was 18 years old, right? So it's not a big issue right now. You guys got fucking lots of fucking time ahead of you. It's not like we're saying gain fucking 40 pounds in fucking 6 months or you're not getting booked. You guys are fucking young, right? If I could go back to 19 years old, fucking your size, fuck, I'd be fucking 300 pounds by the time I'm fucking my age now, right? It's lots of fucking time to gain size, but it's just an early warning now, so then a couple years down the road, you'll be able to fucking, you know, have a decent body and fucking get booked in places, right? Anything else, Serge?
No, that's pretty much it.
Tony's available next week too for the gym, right? I'm available whenever. So my work schedule's kind of fucking fucked up. I never know if I'm working until the day before. So, but, you know, Tony's got a lot of knowledge in the gym, diets, shit like that. You know, go see him, come see me. You know, for diets and shit like that. Because everybody, you know, a guy that's overweight is going to have a different diet than a guy that's skinny, right? So, kind of work around it. Talk to me, talk to Tony, talk to Pete Smith if you got the balls. He's probably got the best knowledge around here.
Pete's gonna love this.
What?
Pete's gonna love this.
Mustache?
Yes.
How do you go about getting in contact with Pete?
That's email. But I mean, anything. I mean, I mean, if you want to know anything about gaining size in the gym, diet, stuff like that, I can usually help you out pretty good there. So just tell me, and we're right here, right? If you want to be told to fucking gain weight or die, get hold of Pete. Thing is, it's funny, but I'll tell you, if you go to Pete Smith and ask for help, and you dare not follow his instructions, he'll fucking blacklist you just like that.
Oh,
Fuck you.
yeah, that's another Tony Armstrong example.
Pete will fucking help you one time.
What the fuck am I over with you guys?
He'll give you one chance, and if you fuck it up, don't even look his fucking direction.
Like I said, best thing to do with Pete, he was a competitive bodybuilder, competitive weightlifter.
So no excuses works with Peter Smith.
The best thing you can do is to get some size on you, to make some change, and then go see him, because it shows. Pete's a very weird guy like that. Pete, and people mistake him for being an asshole. Pete's an honest guy, and he has no qualms telling you exactly to your face what's wrong with you. And he's seen it, you know what I mean? He's a weightlifter, and he's been a bodybuilder, so he knows every excuse he's ever heard for people not dropping weight or putting on weight. So if you put on some, say, like if you show him that you're serious, he'll be a lot more willing to help you. Because he's not going to help you if you're not willing to help yourself. And then he'll kill you because you won't follow his fucking advice. So.
How much sucking up did it take for you to get better? That's good.
I suck the meanest guy, that's right. So yeah, that's all I have.
Well, we'll do some more of them so we don't fucking turn into ice.